Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and I've been really excited about filming this video. I've been looking forward to doing it ever since I was tagged. I have been tagged in a Disney pin tag. It has been a very long time since I've done a Disney pin tag. It's been forever since I've even looked at my Disney pins. They were packed away in storage ever since we moved house, so going through my collection, picking some out to share with you was a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm really keen and excited to get into this. My friend Robin at the YouTube channel oHelloRobin tagged me in this pin tag, and it's an Alice in Wonderland themed pin tag called the Wonderland Disney Pin Tag. So there are 10 different questions, or 10 different kind of topics that Robin has chosen, and I have tried to pick pins that fit into each of those categories. I may have kind of twisted it and bent it a little bit, but I think I found some pins that fit each one. If you've not yet seen Robin's Wonderland Disney pin tag that she posted, I will leave a link to her video down below. It's a fun watch and she has some amazing pins. Robin is the place to go if you're into Disney pins. So I'll leave a link to her channel down below. Make sure you're subscribed, especially if you love the pins. Now, Robin, I have got you to thank for falling back down this rabbit hole of Disney pins. I have kind of managed to climb my way back out of that hole, but yeah, this pin tag has just made me dive straight back in. I've already been putting orders in for new pins, and yeah, it started again. But thank you, Robin, because I've had a lot of fun already. Okay, let's get straight into this pin tag. Now, the first topic that Robin has chosen is I'm late, I'm late, I'm late. And of course that is inspired by the White Rabbit. And the pin for this topic is a pin inspired by time. So this is the one where I think I've kind of bent it a little bit. I picked 4 pins for this one tag, and it's supposed to be 1 pin, but I picked 4. Now I'll kind of explain it as I show you the pins, but I was trying to find a pin that had maybe a date on it, but I don't really collect pins with dates, or even ones with clocks, but even then I don't really have any pins with clocks on. So I've gone for pins that explain the passage of time. Let me show you what I mean. So here we go. Here are my 4 pins for this tag, and this is from a booster set which I think is still available, and it's the Up booster set with Carl and Ellie. So there are 4 different pins, each of them showing a different moment in their lives. So starting out very young, going over to when they are old, and so yeah, the passage of time is the kind of theme I was going for with these 4 pins. So let me give you a close-up of each of these. So the first one, of course, is Carl and Ellie when they are young, and this is when Ellie puts the Ellie badge onto Carl, the grape soda badge, and I really love this one. Look at Carl's face, it's so cute. And then the next one is Carl and Ellie at the zoo. We've got a little hint to some balloons there. We know what's going to happen with those later. And yeah, so there's Carl and Ellie a little later on in life. And then, of course, we have their wedding day. I really love as well that these pins almost look like pictures in frames. We've got the little tags on the corners like it's stuck in a wedding book or a photo album. So yeah, that's their wedding day. And then the timeline finishes off with Carl and Ellie when they're grey and old and so adorable. And we're going to leave the story there because we all know how sad it gets. We're going to leave them when they're nice and smiley like this. So the second topic in this tag is Curiouser and Curiouser, and it is of course inspired by the most curious character in Alice in Wonderland, Alice herself. She gets into a bit of bother with her curiosity, and the pin we've been asked to choose for this is a pin that makes you curious. So I have chosen a little hidden Mickey pin. I pulled this from one of the pouches you can buy in Walt Disney World, and I don't think I traded for this one. I think I pulled it in a pouch, and it is a little present. It's a mini themed present wrapped in a little cute mini bow, and it makes me curious because I'm always that person that, like, whenever it's Christmas or my birthday, I'm always like, oh, trying to feel things. I like the surprise, so I try to resist, but yeah, I'm curious to see what's inside this present. And so here is my hidden Mickey pin, a little mini wrapped present. We've got a round pink parcel wrapped in a mini themed bow, and I kind of feel like there's a puppy in here. It reminds me almost of the box that Lady comes in Lady and the Tramp, but I hope there's not a puppy in there because it's been closed for a long time. For the next tag, we've been asked to choose a little pin and a big pin, and the reason for that is it's inspired by the Drink Me bottle and the Eat Me biscuit. So the Drink Me bottle that shrinks Alice down tiny, and the Eat Me biscuit which makes her grow large again. So we've got a small and a little pin to share with you. So I'm going to share with you my small pin first, so my Drink Me bottle inspired pin. And a couple of years back Disney did pins that were in test tubes, and this is the Up one from that collection. So it's a little pin with loads of different balloons, and it says adventure is out there, and then on a little dangly chain down below we've got a little tiny Up house. It's probably one of the smallest pins I own. I think I've got a little tiny piglet that's smaller, but maybe this is my second smallest pin. So there you can see it says across here adventure is up there, and then we've got the Up house dangling on a little chain down below. And to contrast my little tiny Up house, I have got one of my favourite pins, my jumbo Up house from the 10th anniversary celebrations for Up. I was really lucky enough to go to the pin trading event and actually met up with Robin at the pin trading event and managed to get my hands on this pin, and I absolutely love it. It is humongous. It is limited edition of 1000, and the best part is it opens up, and then inside we have Carl and Ellie on their armchairs reading, and it's just adorable. I love it. I absolutely love this pin. I'm so happy I managed to get my hands on this. Let me give you a close-up. So hopefully you're not getting too much glare, but you can see the Up house. Obviously there's no balloons on it. They are still inside on the ground at this point, but we've got the gorgeous Up house. It's so shiny and gold. And then as we open up, on this side it says adventure is out there. We've got like an etching of the Up house and the Up balloons, and then we have Carl and Ellie sat inside, got a little balloon escaping up in the background, some portraits of them on the wall, and I just love it. It's so adorable. Up is such a special movie to me, so really glad I managed to get this in my Up collection. So tag number 4 is inspired by Tweedledee and Tweedledum, and it is state your name and business. Now this is a 2-pinned topic, and it's picking a pair of pins. There is no pair quite like Tweedledee and Tweedledum, but I have managed to find a pair of pins which technically aren't really a pair. They came in 2 different sets. I've got one from the Windows of Evil and one from the Windows of Magic. So these were monthly pin releases back in 2019, I think it was, and they did a series of Windows of Evil stained glass windows of Villainous characters, and then a Windows of Magic set with kind of heroes and good guys. So I've managed to get kind of a matching set from each, so this the villain and the goodies from one movie, and it is one of my favourite movies and one of my favourite collections and one of my favourite characters. It is Jungle Book. Of course, if you've watched my channel before, you know that I love Baloo, so I had to get some Baloo into this tag. So first of all, I'm going to show you Baloo and Mowgli on my Windows of Magic pin. So there's obviously this gorgeous stained glass pin design surrounded by a metal frame. And then to go alongside him we have Car from the Windows of Evil collection. Again, very similar colours. Obviously we've got the kind of greens to go with the jungle, and I just love Car's eyes in this one. Tag number 5 is a golden afternoon inspired by the flower garden in Alice in Wonderland, that gorgeous scene with the singing flowers, and of course the pin for this is a flowery pin. You're going to get to see my main collections a lot. I've obviously shown you some Up already, I've shown you some Jungle Book, I've got some more Jungle Book for you now. Again, my favourite character, Baloo. Now this is a pin from 2017, it was Jungle Book's 35th anniversary I think it was. This pin was released for that. It is limited edition, I can't remember how many, 3,000, and it's Baloo and Mowgli on one of the best scenes, the bare necessity scenes where he's floating down the river on Baloo's tummy. Let me give you a close up. So here is my flowery pin, and I got the dates completely wrong. Jungle Book's older than I realised. 50-year anniversary it was in 2017, and we've got Baloo and Mowgli on that gorgeous scene where they're floating down the river just before they get attacked by monkeys. We've got some gorgeous flowers on some vines in the background, and it's kind of a pin-on-pin design. So next we have Who Are You? Of course inspired by the caterpillar, a very exotic character, and it's an exotic pin I've got to share with you. Now this is a fantasy pin. I think it's probably my favourite fantasy pin that I own. I think the designer is called Fandom Manor. I will check that out and leave a link down below to her Instagram. But essentially this is inspired by the Kingdom Hearts computer game, and it's the Neverland kind of scene that we've got. So it's like a floating world which is all designed around Neverland, and I just love it, and I think it is the definition of exotic. It looks absolutely beautiful. I would love to go and visit this place. How stunning is this pin? So as I said, it's like a floating world, which is Neverland. We've got a gorgeous rainbow coming down here. We've got Skull Rock, we've got the Indian camp. I'm sure Captain Hook's ship is down there, and I'm sure the Mermaid Lagoon is on there somewhere, but I just love it. The colours on this are gorgeous, the design, I absolutely adore this pin. By far my favourite fantasy pin. Next we have We're All Mad Here, inspired by the Cheshire Cat, Robin's favourite character. And of course the Cheshire Cat tries to kind of guide Alice through Wonderland, but a lot of his advice is nonsense, so it's a nonsensical pin we've been asked to find for you. Now the pin I've chosen, when I was thinking what nonsense could I pick, the only thing I could really think of was the Hollywood Tower of Terror and Twilight Zone. Twilight Zone, everything is nonsense there, nothing makes sense, it's all a bit spooky, but I've decided to go with a Hollywood Tower of Terror pin, and this is one of my newest pins. It's quite old, but it's probably one of the ones I last purchased before everything went into storage, and it is my 25th anniversary pin that was released. I think it was towards the end of 2019 this pin was released. And it opens up, and inside we've got Mickey and the elevator. Let me bring it a bit closer. So here's this gorgeous rose gold Hollywood Tower of Terror pin. It says checking in since 1994, does that read? I'm struggling to read it backwards, but it was the 25th anniversary, so yeah, 2019 this pin must have been released. And then as we open it up, inside we've got Mickey Mouse and the elevator shaft. I just love that this is rose gold, such a gorgeous design. Really pleased I managed to get my hand on this one. Just a few more tags to go, and the next is clean up, more tea, move down, and it is of course inspired by the Mad Hatter's Tea Party, and it is a food or drink inspired pin. So one of my main collections that I say main collection, I've only got a few so far, but I'm trying to build it up, is the Pin Trader Delight pins. I'm only really collecting the Villainous pins, so I've picked my favourite of those to share with you. So I have picked my Bellwether Pin Trader Delight pin. I love Bellwether as a villain. She's so like innocent and sweet, and then she turns out to be so naughty, but I love her. She's really, really cute. And yeah, so my Pin Trader Delight collection is small. They're quite difficult to get hold of. Essentially you need to buy a sundae at this particular store in Hollywood, and then you can purchase these pins. So I've always had to get these from someone that's been able to get hold of them for me, and so I've only got 4, 5 maybe in my collection so far, but keen to get more villains. But let me show you this one. So of course the food aspect of this pin is these humongous ice cream cones. They look delicious, and I love these pin designs. Next we have Off With Their Heads, of course inspired by the Queen of Hearts, and this is representing a pin that is royal or villainous. Now I have a lot of villainous pins. I really love my Disney villains. I've got a lot of villainous pins within my collection, but I found the most perfect pin for this tag. I have got this pin from the mystery box collection, which I think you can still purchase at the minute, and is the Villainous comic book themed ones, and of course I've got the Queen of Hearts saying her iconic phrase. Could not be more fitting for this pin tag. Off with her head. Love the design of these pins. I've only got a few of these. I might try and get my hands on a few more actually. Really cool designs, and I'm a huge comic book nerd, so yeah, love these. And finally, it's a very merry unbirthday to you. To me, it's certainly my unbirthday today. Is it your unbirthday today? We're celebrating with a celebratory pin. Now, I've got a pin that is from Tokyo to share with you. So I managed to order this from the Tokyo Kawaii Club, which was a Disney subscription I used to get. I haven't got it for a long time now, but you could also like put orders in for pins, and I ordered this pin from Michael, who's the person that creates the Tokyo Kawaii Club, and it is celebrating Mickey's 90th birthday. So it says November 18th 2018, let's celebrate, and it's from Tokyo Disney Resort. Such a sparkly pin. I really love the design on this. Let me give you a peek. So hopefully you can make out all of the sparkle on this. The 90 especially is this gorgeous deep red with glitter within it. We've got Mickey poking through the 0, lots of streamers and confetti in the background. 90 years, let's celebrate. Definitely a celebration. So there was my Wonderland Disney pin tag. I hope you had fun seeing some of my pins. I certainly had fun choosing them and showing them to you today. I've noticed that I don't have any new pins. I think the newest ones are from like 2019, so I'm gonna have to get myself back into the game. I've already purchased a few already, so I can't wait to share those with you when they come. Now, in pin tag tradition, I need to tag some people, but in actual fact, I'm going to try and tag all of you. So Robin has a Facebook group, which I will link down below in the description to this video. And I want you to head over onto that Facebook group, and Robin has put each of these tag questions up on her Facebook page. People have been posting pictures of their pins fitting each category, and I've had a lot of fun looking through those. So if you haven't already, I would definitely encourage you to head on over, show me your pins on there, share them with Robin as well, and I look forward to seeing those. Thanks again for popping by today. I hope you had fun watching, and it's been great having you around. I hope to see you all again real soon. Bye guys!